from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Colorado State Rams offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rams come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Alvarez. Starting to feel a little pressure. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. The Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Rams have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here we go. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Rams! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Rainbow Warriors offense has the ball for the first time. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Meadows. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Got the 1st down, looking for more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for the offense. Goes to the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really well and someone they can count on.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offense, you're thinking 1st down.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The kick is on its way. Followed him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Meadows. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Buys a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some...
Snags it! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hawaii!
One of the reasons this this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. That last drive, punting before 4th down. I don't think I've seen that since a game in the early 70s between Auburn and Tennessee when the Vols were so confident in their defense in the bad weather, they were just punting it back on 1st down. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Guys, let's take a minute and look big picture at Colorado State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but turning it on! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Alvarez. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. Running through contact. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. He'll do it himself.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
The RPO fired complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Colorado State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man on the right. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Meadows. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. This time he's got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Breaks away on the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have it into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend board in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Alvarez. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rams send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Breaks into the open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good game. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Alvarez. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Bolino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll off one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Rams will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Turning it on! He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Powers through the defender. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
The Rainbow Warriors are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Rainbow Warriors will try to punch it in on first and goal. Bring in the heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Touchdown, Hawaii! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
the AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Alvarez. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rams have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Rivero. Breaks into the open. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
He'll pull it down. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now at that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Can't get him to the ground. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how they're running back. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the football.
The Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros and time has expired here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't